Lately, I've noticed two drones hovering outside my windows. I've been robbed twice. For 2 months this summer, I was sick, and I feel like I'm going backward, the opposite of Henry David Thoreau. I know this might sound a bit overdramatic, but I've sensed that people are watching me. Someone even left an inhaler and a pack of cigarettes right outside my garage door, which was a kind gesture, but the rest of the situation feels increasingly suspicious. Most days, I honestly don't want to wake up. When I do manage to get out of bed, I often find myself in tears. It takes a significant amount of time and effort to get moving. In a world filled with AI-generated content, I feel compelled to share my true story. I was a high school English teacher for 10 years, a dedicated mother and professional who poured everything I had into my career and my children, and I was happy to do it. I was the most requested teacher for 4 consecutive years, according to the guidance counselor who handled student scheduling. That recognition was one of the greatest compliments of my life. My principal even assured me that I could have a job there for as long as I wanted, and I took that job security for granted, until I discovered that the building was making me sick. It all began when the auxiliary gym was condemned in the middle of a school day due to structural issues. This prompted the school board president to report the school to the health department. They found that the carbon dioxide levels in my classroom were at illegal levels, 1,343 parts per milliliter, while the legal limit is 1,000. Effects can begin at 800, and I was on the verge of passing out. I collapsed while trying to escape to the hallway, tears streaming down my face. My principal, seeing my distress, showed me a bulletin board with a barely noticeable piece of paper in the corner stating the results of the state test. This also initiated the statute of limitations for any potential lawsuits. I decided to leave at the end of the school year and not return, overwhelmed by the health problems associated with that place. My health had rapidly declined to the point where I required surgery last year. This deterioration was largely due to constant exposure to severe allergens, not to mention the asbestos beneath my classroom. One day, a maintenance worker came in and said, "Can I show you what you have to deal with underneath your classroom? I can't sleep at night without telling you this, but I can't risk my pension since I only have 2 years until retirement." What he revealed was shocking. The asbestos pipes were torn, the seals damaged, and instead of replacing them, they had simply laid sheets of OSB over the damaged pipes. This was supposed to prevent asbestos from entering my classroom. For a long time, I didn't take any action or speak up about this. I eventually talked to the union president about my concerns, but I was mainly focused on getting healthy and moving on to a career that wouldn't endanger my life. I knew I was escaping a dangerous situation, but I had no idea how much danger lay ahead when I made that decision.
It's hard to actually get the feel of what it's like once you get inside of this room. Right now the umbrella's everywhere because of the rain and the kitty stands watch.